If your Amazon title doesn't grab attention in 2 seconds, you're losing money. In this video, I'll show you how to fix it. I'm Josh Hackett, CEO of EHP Consulting Group. Let's dive in. Now, with more than 60% of people shopping on their mobile devices, titles are actually cut down even shorter than what it's shown here most of the time, right? So we actually did an analysis and we saw that other Amazon sellers did an analysis. 63% of people are shopping now on their mobile device. So if 60% of people are shopping on their mobile device, you better be ready, and we can even do an analysis here and run a live test on what the listings look like on desktop compared to mobile. So on mobile, it looks like it cuts off even more, right? So we can see on desktop, right? It shows finger strengthener, finger exercisers. It cuts off early, right? So you want to have the most important stuff right at the beginning of your title, right? So wrist 43.3 inch or 51.2 inch in ultra. Nobody cares about that at the beginning. They want to hear what the product is, the benefits, and then at the end of the title, once they click through, then you can put the inches and things like that, right? So you want to make sure it's right to the point and it's not confusing, at least at the beginning of your title. Make sure it's mobile optimized. If you don't know what your title looks like in search on a mobile phone, this is the time. Number 2 is it's time to throw your brand name away and grab attention. Now you can see right here, their brand name is AJKPL. You don't see it mentioned anywhere in their title because the title is such important real estate on Amazon. That's what shows Amazon where you're supposed to show up, where you're supposed to rank, and shows the customers what your product is. If you have some weird ass or long brand name, that could be put either at the end or just completely removed because most of the time buyers do not care, right? So you can see this one's generating like $26,000 a month. And then this item has this weird brand name that I can't even pronounce, Vayo or Vio, I don't know, right? They're making $13,000 a month, but they probably could be making more and add more keywords in if they just remove this or just put it at the end. Don't put it at the beginning. It really screams Chinese seller and nobody wants to buy from you. They're gonna want to buy from somebody else. So just remove that right now. This is definitely a Chinese seller as well, most likely AJKPL, but they're smart enough to not put this brand name in their title. So don't put your brand name in your title. I recommend to remove it. At the end of the video, I'm gonna be showing you how to run an A to B test so you can see if your brand name actually helps sales or hurts sales. Most of the time, it's gonna be hurting your sales. Step number 4 is to make your title idiot proof, especially your first 4 words. So your first 4 words should not have your brand name in it, in my professional opinion. It should explain exactly what the product does. So when you show it to a 10-year-old, if you just print this out and you give it to a 10-year-old, they should know exactly what your product is. Only the first 4 words. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fit Beast, grip, strength, trainer. It's a strength trainer. They did a good job here. I know their brand name is in the title, but their brand name, I do believe, this one does fit. So they could add this one in if they wanted. And they might be a bigger brand, so it's fine if you're a big brand. But initially, you don't need that. But anyway, compared to this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wrist and forearm blaster. Now, if I showed this to a kid, they're gonna be like, what is a blaster? Is it like a water gun? What is it, right? You don't want to confuse people with a forearm and wrist blaster, right? Is it going to blast my wrist? I don't understand. You want to be very, very specific and understand what do the customers want to see? What are the customers typing in? And that should be the beginning of your item. So if we go to Helium 10 and we log in and I go to the tool magnet, right, magnet right here. And then what I can do is I can just search forearm strengthener. So forearm strengthener. And I click get keywords. Load from history. It's gonna run a search of different keywords that I can see and we can filter it by search volume. What are people searching for the most on Amazon? This is what they're typing in: grip strength trainer. That should be your keywords. Now you already know. You don't have to run it by a 10-year-old now. You can put this right at the beginning. This is really a grip strength trainer. And then after that, you can put forearm blaster and stuff like that. But literally, 78,000 people are typing this in, right? There's also workout equipment. This one's too broad. Fitness equipment, home gym, fitness, exercise equipment, cool stuff, gym, forearm strengthener. Again, this is also a good one. 29,000 searches a month. And we can also see if the trend is going up. Men's accessories, grip strength tester. That's a different device altogether. But again, we already found a big keyword. This should be at the beginning of our title right away. This is what customers are searching for, and this is what's going to get you the highest ROI. Now, right after you do the first 4 keywords, right, let's just say this one's re-optimized. After you put that, you're going to want to put the benefits, because what are people on their cell phone going to look for? Right after they know what the product is, they're going to be like, okay, what is the benefits, or what problem is it solving, right? Is it solving tennis elbow? Is it weak forearms? What is it solving? And at the end here, they don't really put what it's solving. I know it's forearm strength training, but is it like larger forearms, right? You can also put in the keywords on Helium 10 and look through this. What else are people trying to figure out, right? Hand strengthening. Strengthens your hands, right? Show them what exactly will strengthen grip, right? So you want to put the benefits and what people want to see, right? So again, this one right here it's for hand therapy. That's a really good keyword. That's a benefit. Grip training, a benefit, and recovery. So again, some benefits that you can put in your title that this seller is not really doing, in my opinion, right? So they're saying all the benefits of the product, right, which is great, but we're not just selling the product, we're selling the benefit. People aren't buying this because it has anti-slip grip handles. They're buying it because they want to have bigger forearms, or they want to make sure their tennis elbow doesn't hurt anymore, right? So what are the benefits of using this device? Add that in there right after those first 4 keywords. You should put the benefits that they're going to receive, and then put the benefits of the product if you want, right? Now, some people ask about keyword stuffing. So right at the beginning of the title, when we're looking at mobile view, right? Sometimes it doesn't show in here, but when we're looking at mobile view and we're looking at different products, the beginning, this beginning part right here, or at least the first 2 sections, first 2, 3, it needs to be what the product is, then the benefits. After that, you can keyword stuff. It's okay to keyword stuff because most people aren't going to read the whole title. Just make sure it's organized. You're going to see a lot of these sellers do keyword stuff. Forearm strengthener and wrist roller, perfect. And then they start the keyword stuff. 43.3 inch or 51 ultra strong nylon webbing wrist and forearm blaster with quick locking mechanism, durable so you can see this is just completely keyword stuff. Durable anti-slip grip handles for forearm strength training. So a lot of this is keyword stuff, especially this one. Massage balls for hand therapy, grip training, and keyword. So there are a lot of different keywords. Keyword stuffing, again, is fine, but make sure the beginning of the title is not keyword stuffed. It should be extremely direct. And then the rest of it for keyword stuffing, that just is how Amazon's algorithm works, and that's completely fine. So just be aware and A to B test your title. To A to B test your title, right? With brand name, without brand name, you should only be running 1 test at a time and only testing your title. But you can go to Amazon and then you can go to brands as long as you have a trademark, manage experiments, and then you can do one just on your product title. Amazon's going to actually automatically show your product title to a certain number of customers, and then Amazon's going to say, look, this is a winner, here's the analytics, and it's a great tool to actually test which title does the best. Do it with your brand name, do it without, and then you're going to see the results pretty quickly. Of course, when you remove your brand name, you're going to have more space to add more keywords. You want to fill up that title to as many keywords as possible to make sure it's 100% optimized. But that's it for today's video. Leave a comment below on a new Amazon topic that I should talk about in my next video. If you learned something new, drop a like, and if you're an Amazon seller, I highly recommend subscribing to our channel because we're giving away great content that's going to help you in your Amazon journey. And of course, if you need help with increasing sales, optimizing your title, your bullet points, your description, or just help selling on Amazon, contact EHP Consulting Group. The link is right in the description to contact us or schedule a call. Also, one of our most popular services is our full A to Z Amazon account management service. Not only are we going to be optimizing your SEO, running experiments, but we're going to be managing your inventory, calling Amazon, customer service, advertising, design, and of course, increasing your sales. The benefit of this service is so you can spend time working on your business instead of doing daily operations and calling Amazon. We'll be there to help you save time, money, and increase your sales with ehpconsultinggroup.com. I'm Josh Hackett, CEO of EHP Consulting Group, and I'm signing out.